choices.
Trump continues to fill out his top job.
Senators quizzed over AG picks.
They don't look at the evidence. It'll all go down to that.
West Coast bomb cyclone.
I'm expecting our creek to just go crazy.
Good morning, I'm Steve K. with the CBS World News Roundup. As his Attorney General pick faces serious questions and some pushback in his own party, President-elect Trump has selected more of his most loyal supporters for cabinet jobs. One for a department he has vowed to eliminate. Here's CBS's Caitlin Huey-Byrne.
Trump announcing Linda McMahon, the former WWE executive who served in his first administration, to run the Department of Education.
One of the things I'll be doing very early in the administration is closing up the Department of Education.
But that would require congressional approval, which has proved difficult. The department manages the federal student loan and financial aid programs. It also runs achievement tests and is charged with enforcing civil rights laws that bar discrimination. The education department doesn't dictate curriculum. Trump chose another familiar face for his team.
He's been an incredibly successful man on television and medicine.
Naming celebrity doctor Mehmet Oz to run the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services.
It's a key day for Trump's Attorney General pick Matt Gaetz as the House Ethics Committee meets. A report on the former Florida congressman accused of sexual misconduct is under wraps. In the Senate, which would have to vote on a Gaetz nomination, Alabama Republican Tommy Tuberville says,
If he's got anything following him that has any truth to it, he won't get confronted.
CBS's Scott McFarlane is on Capitol Hill.
The House Ethics Committee is historically secretive. They meet behind closed doors. If they're going to release the Matt Gaetz ethics report publicly, it would require a majority vote of the panel, which is evenly split between Democrats and Republicans, which means at a meeting today, one Republican would have to cross over and join the Democrats.
House Speaker Mike Johnson has signaled support for a Republican effort to ban Delaware Democrat Sarah McBride, the first transgender person to be elected to Congress, from using women's restrooms in the Capitol once she takes office.
A man is a man, and a woman is a woman, and a man cannot become a woman.
Top House Democrat Hakeem Jeffries.
This is your priority? That you want to bully a member of Congress?
McBride called it bullying and a distraction. A strong weather system that's been labeled a bomb cyclone has already left hundreds of thousands without power on the West Coast. Weather Channel meteorologist Stephanie Abrams.
This hose of moisture continues through the end of the week for the Northwest. 60 to 70 mile-an-hour gusts could down trees and power lines. 2 to 3 days of heavy rain over the same areas means a flood risk, and we could see road closures due to over a foot of rain and 5 to 6 feet of snow.
Defense Secretary Austin says the U.S. will allow Ukraine to use American-supplied anti-personnel landmines to help slow Russia's battlefield progress in the war. The U.S. Embassy and others in Kyiv are closed after a threat of a major Russian air attack. World premiere in Poland today for the movie Rust, delayed and dogged by controversy over the fatal on-set shooting more than 3 years ago. Director Joel Souza sees the film as a tribute to the late cinematographer Helena Hutchins.
I never met anybody that lived through Asian joint movies like her. It felt like the right thing to do. I couldn't let a stranger or something finish what we had started together.
As a busy holiday stretch looms at the nation's airports, CBS's Chris Van Cleve has a closer look at the effort by American Airlines to stop crowding at the gates and for people boarding before it's their turn.
Not so fast. That is the sound of someone trying to board when it's not their
When I
turn.
see group H, then you can come up, okay?
American Airlines has been testing a new boarding system in Tucson and 2 other airports. Those flyers tried to board just a little early and are asked to wait until their boarding group is called.
You're in group 6.
Senior Vice President Julie Rath says the airline is seeing results.
It has improved the whole boarding process, so you see less crowding at the gate.
American will now add the system to 100 airports ahead of the Thanksgiving holiday, with more in the coming months.
4 minutes after the hour.
Well, that's today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 51 degrees.